So last class we are discussing the different type of temperatures IC. So that class we will continue about the temperatures ICs. That's like temperature we have discussed in last class. Proportional to absolute temperature IC, that's huge AD59, that is connected to op amp based circuit. This is output T1 and T2. Yes, so this output can be written in form of, so output voltage can be written in form of temperature, change in temperature delta T into this sensitivity S is like this. S can be thus 10 millivolt. S can be 10 millivolt per second. This is the, suppose that this is it's a reading temperature T1 and this IC is rating temperature T1. We have discussed our previous lectures all this in details. T2. This is thermoelectric power Seebeck coefficient. The thermoelectric power Seebeck coefficient is the rate change of thermo EMF voltage with temperatures. We have also discussed the thermoelectric Seebeck coefficient is nothing but sensitivity. Change in output by change in input. Then different factor, which factor can affect the power like material properties, temperature ranges, and general constituents of thermo EMF material selection. Both materials should be different, which is used for making a semiconductor materials. Calibration and accuracy is also important. Noise and stability, different types. And we will start from today here. The junction semiconductor type ICs. These IC are used the temperature dependence of semiconductor voltages. Means the temperature dependence of semiconductor junction voltage. This is the temperature dependent of semiconductor voltage junction. This is the temperature dependent of semiconductor voltage junctions. Working a PN junction diode or transistor has forward voltage drop vary according with temperatures. So base emitter voltage B of a transistor decreases by approximately base emitter voltage. Suppose this is the N transistor. This is suppose that this is the P. This is the this is the base emitter. Suppose that this is the emitter. This is the base. This is the collector. Suppose that this is the P N P transistor. Suppose this is the PNP transistor. So this base temperature junction must be forward west. E जब P type devices of the P type, so it must be connected to positive of battery, and E N type is must be connected to negative battery. Then P again, this is the P is a positive, so this N is again another VC supply is connected must be positive and negative. So this is the IC in this way here, because the junction this is the PN junction. This is the PN junction. This is the PN junction of transistor must be forward wise. That's why this connection is tell us about the forward wise. The voltage vary with temperatures. Voltage vary with temperatures. The base emitter decreases. It voltage vary according to temperature, and base emitter voltage is changed approximately changes per degree centigrade. IC integrate amplifiers and compensate the circuit to produce the precise voltage. Second, so then that IC, suppose that this is the IC, complete IC is design. Suppose any IC where there are so many terminal of can be ICs. Like suppose one terminal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose that this must be grounded. This must be output. Suppose this must be output. This must be temperature. Temperature reading inputs. Temperature reading inputs. Other must be capacity. Same one like this. If we are applying the temperatures, it's the base emitter junctions voltage decreases by 2 millivolt per second. Based on this, we can give the output. Example, LM35. LM35 output IC. This is LM35 a 3-pin IC. It look like LM35 3-pin IC. 1 pin for supply, 1 pin for output, 1 pin for ground. ये LM35 IC, LM35 IC, LM35 IC. Another is a TM34 analog. This IC is analog. It provided the analog output. That output must be continuous this time. Analog output means the output must be continuous with time. Suppose that such type of this is the time axis. Analog output means continuous with time. This is the time axis. This is the amplitude axis. So its amplitude must be continuous with time. That's the analog. This is LM-TM36. This is also analog, but this beauty of this is the low power consumption IC. When very high accuracy required, we can prefer LM35. Second, DS18B20, the digital one wire communication IC is there. Advantage of junction temperature is high precision and linearity. Means precision is nothing but very precise. Precision means degree of closeness between the measured values. Means the measured value must be close to each other. Linearity, this is the linearity means this output move like linearity. As input increases, output can be increases. This is the concept of linearity. Low power consumption. These IC requires very low power consumption. Second is easy to interface with microcontroller. These IC very easy to interface with microcontroller. So until we have discussed the junction temperatures IT, we will discuss another topics. What is the Villari effect? Villari effect. How will it work? The Villari effect, also known as magnetoelastic effect. It describes how the magnetizations of a ferromagnetic material can change when its mechanical status. If any material, this is the magnetic. This is the which material? Ferromagnetic. This is the ferromagnetic material. Ferromagnetic material. When stress is applied on it, then its mechanic subjected to when stress is applied. Its stress must be compressive, tensile. Any time type stress must be then its magnetization. It changes the magnetization when we are applying the stress, which can be tensile, compressive. So this ferromaterial's magnetization property will change. Then it changes that permeability. The magnetizing material matlab that means permeability E or are altered along this measurement applied to force or stresses by change in magnetic flux. So means this effect means it's also known as elastic effect. Means a magnetization property of the ferromaterials can be changed when we are applying tensile or compressive force. It's called it Villari effect. That magnetization property is nothing but permeability. Its permeability changes in the magnetic flux. Next is the principle widely used in magnetic sensor to detect the force, torque, and proximity in engineering and industrial applications. Villari effect based on the magnetic sensors working. How does it work? First, selection of material. How can I select the material? First, so material should be ferromagnetic. Material should be as a ferromagnetic like iron, cobalt. These are alloy. Just the strong that it just got the strong Villari effect. So magnet. Second, high permeability material like perm alloy like nickel, iron alloy, and turn off by magnetostrip rare earth to commonly used. What the mechanism when used here? When mechanical force may be compressive or tensile, is applied to the sensor materials in internal magnetic domain, reorientation can be occur, causing the measurable changes in magnetic flux density. This in this material, when we have force or the force is applied, that its internal magnetic domain reorientation होगा. Internal magnetic domain reorientation. Internal magnetic domain must be reorientation because of this. This magnetic flux density. This flux changes can be detected using the Hall effect sensors, magnetic resistive sensor, or induction coil. So that this property, when we are applying the force on ferromagnetic materials, force may be tensile or compressive, so then its internal magnetic domain is a reoriented, causing the measurable change in magnetic flux density. This flux changes can be detected using the Hall effect sensor or magnetic resistive sensor or induction and coil. Sensors output. These sensors convert the mechanical stresses into electrical signals proportional to force or torque. So the application on the force, torque, and proximity measurement. First, force measurement principle. When force is applied to a Villari flux sensor, that material magnetization changes, which detect using the flux using a flux sensor like Hall effect. Means it's a material, ferromagnetic material. Stress or force are applying. This is the ferromagnetic material. Its change in magnetization property, delta M, that can be measured using the Hall effect sensor, or magnetic Hall effect sensor, and produce the output. This one. Application industrial load cell using the manufacturing to measure the applied forces, machinery. We want to measure force machinery. Biomedical sensor using prosthesis to measure the grip strength. Automotive safety use the seat belt tension. All. Second, torque measurement. In torque measurement, which principle it use? Rotating shaft experience the torsional stresses. Suppose that this is the end shaft. This is the shaft. Rotating means one force we are applying from here, another force we are applying here. So this shaft can feel the rotating shaft, so affecting the magnetization of ferromagnetic coatings of the shaft. A magnetic pickup sensor detect the change and convert into electrical signals. The rotatory torque sensor used in automotive drives, shaft or winds turbine in industrial motors. Powertrain monitoring helps optimizing engine performance by the monitoring torque transmission. Rotatory torque is used to automotive drives, shaft winding, turbines, and industrial motors. The power train monitoring has to optimizing engines performance, monitoring torque transmission. Proximity sensing. When ferromagnetic material approaches to the sensors, its presence in induce a change in local magnetic fields which can be detected. Non-contact position sensors used in automated assembly lines for detecting objects positioning. Security access control used to proximity keyboards, touchless door system. Robotics assist in obstacles detection and positioning robotics arms. Application. Thomson effect and its relation to the Villari effect. How this relation can be occurred? The Thomson effect names after the given by William Thomson. It the thermoelectric phenomena where the Heat is either absorbed or released when an electric current flows through a conductor that has temperature gradient. This effect is related to the distinct from Seebeck effect and filter effect, which also describe the thermoelectric behavior. Principle of Thomson effect: when a current flow through a conductor with non-uniform temperature distribution, it either absorbs or emits the heat, depend on the direction of current flow and material property. The heat generated absorbed per unit given by Q equal to tau I dt upon dx. Tau is the Thomson coefficient depend on the material. I is the current, dt is the temperature differences, temperature gradient. The sign of Thomson effect coefficient determines whether the heat is absorbed or emitted. The positive Thomson effect: the heat is absorbed when current flow from the hot junction, hot region to cold region. The negative Thomson effect: heat is related to heat is released when current flow from hot to cold. The relation between the Thomson effect and so this Villari effect describes some different type of physical phenomena. They can be interrelated specialization. Here multi-functional sensing. The Villari effect in means magnetization changes due to stress or force can be combined with the Thomson effect with temperature gradient due to current flow to develop the multi-parameter sensors that detect both mechanical and temperature variation. Such sensors are valuable in industries, force, influence, performance, power transmission, aerospace. Means here two effects are combined. First is a Villari effect. That effect is talking about the change the magnetization property due to its force and distance. Second effect is tells about the temperature gradient due to current flow. If any circuit is there, current is flowing here from here. So temperature gradient is this dt by dt. Here it is dt by dt. Here it is dt by dt here. So if we combine both effect, so we can sense the input from multi-functional way. Such sensors are very useful that use power transmission, aerospace. Magneto-thermoelectric sensor. Another is, so the certain ferromagnetic material exists but the magnetoelastic, that's in elastic, that's nothing of Villari effect, and thermoelectric effect, that is nothing but Thomson effect behavior. By integrating these affected, so we can develop a sensor that can measure the force, torque, temperature simultaneously. Same sensor, if we want to measure temperatures, force and torque, all these things, it may be temperature plus force, and second be temperature plus torque. Simultaneously, so we can use the magneto thermoelastic effect, or we can also use the multi-functioning sensing. Second is temperature compensation in magnetic sensors. Temperature, because of temperature, if temperature compensation is not done, it may be possible that the reading which is taken by the instrument can be with error. So temperature, so the Villari effect sensor used to force torque measurement that can be influenced by the temperature variation. If temperature variation, these instruments output may be changes because the length can be increased or decreased according to temperature variations. And the Thomson effect has to temperature compensation to ensuring the accurate measurement by high temperature environment like automatic force engine and turbines. Energy harvesting applications. Some studies explore the combination like magneto elastic energy harvesting, that's due to Villari effects, and electric power generation in the Thomson effect to create cell power operated instrument. In harvesting fields, if any fields we want to operate, yeah, installed instrument which is a which can be automatic detected like based on the environment conditions, or that may be self or so we can use the thermoelectric power generation sensor and magnetoelectric sensor to both combined. This can be used the wireless sensor network, the power electricity. Second is the application of Thomson effect can. So here some practical applications where both effects can be used in this industrial process monitoring. The sensor that measure the stress, strain, and temperature for productive maintenance, aerospace, defense, smart materials that use to magnetic properties, high attitude environment, biomedical sensors that the we are able to devices that are track the muscular strength and temperature sensors, energy efficiency, robotic self-power torque, force management we can do. So some importance what we have to learn for anyhow. So in Thomson effects that deal with the absorption or release in a conductor due to electric current and temperatures. Blary effect that describe the change in magnetization due to mechanical instances. Combined these effects lead to multifunctional sensors that can be measure force, torque, and temperature compensation. So what we have next class we will discuss about the Hall effect coefficient, how it is working, performance characteristics of Hall effect, linearity definitions, all these things we can do in characteristics of Hall effects. And after that we can see the some radiation sensors for that classes. So this class is enough for today. Next class we will discuss different type of